Wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So I just got something in. I got something in today that I'm pretty excited about. I got this guy. So all my knives, my folding knives, pocket knife type stuff, I have like this, just all in individual cases, right? I even have one or two because they're so big they don't fit in any regular cases. I have them in a brawn razor case, right? Because they're big knives. They just weren't fitting. So I have them scattered all into these, well, not really scattered, they're in one place, but they're all in these little boxes. So whenever I'm looking for a certain EDC, and nope, it's not in that one, I got to open up all these freaking boxes to figure out what's inside so I can pick out my daily carry. And I have to say, ever since it came in, I have been carrying my D-Bad Pocket Warrior. This is my own design from Croco Knives. I love it, man. I just love it. So I've been carrying around that, and the other knife I had with me was the Jack Wolf Knives Gunslinger, this second edition that he did. Just super, super nice. Even when I miss, it's a really, really nice knife. But those are the two knives that I have been carrying lately. I'm very proud to be doing so. So what I did is I went onto eBay and I found this thing. It's got a whole bunch of words. It just says knife display case for 66 plus pocket knives, knife holder, knives storage organizer. And on the inside, it looks like this. It's got different sections with all these little holding slots. And this thing is $33.99. $33.99. It says it has 88 slots. I didn't count them, but you can see slots. And can hold, depending on the sizes, really. If you have all really big knives, then you're not going to be holding as many. But if you have a bunch of smaller knives and some medium knives and things like that, you can squeeze a bunch into here. So what I want to do is I want to take a bunch of knives and throw it in here, and I want to show you. But before I do, let's go over some of this construction, because it seems like a pretty good box, like a good case. Now it says Boo Howl on the zippers. I don't know what Boo Howl is. But it says the brand name is Paiyuel, Paiyuel, which I have no idea. But when it comes down to something like this, the brand name really doesn't matter for me, because it's just a case. It's semi-hard, like I could squish it a little bit, but it's still rigid. It's a rigid bag. The zipper seems really good quality. It comes in different colors. And the straps do stay together with the Velcro holder on here, so you can put it together and carry it and keep it good. You can bring it with you. So if you're doing a knife show or something like that, it's just a good option to bring a bunch of knives. And the knives go in pretty simply. You can do it in two different ways. Possibly, if I could show you. So you can do it in two different ways. You can just take a knife and slip it in there. So if you have a knife that doesn't have a pocket clip, you can just do that. Or you can use the pocket clip just like that. So even, I know it has 80 blah 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 88 slots. 88, that was my football number, and volleyball number. It's got 88 slots. So you'd think, oh, it can hold 88 knives. But in order to hold 88 knives, they would all have to be really tiny, because they would have to fit from here to here. You know what I mean? So the next one could fit. So it's not going to fit 88. What I did notice is, okay, there's some fat wide ones. And then I think some of them are narrower than others. So you see where you're going to put your smaller knives to your wider knives. But you have a whole bunch of little area. So let me go ahead and load up some blades. Hold on. All right, so I loaded the first three like regular sized knives, and I'm going to show you what I did here. I put two going this way and used two straps per each, and then on the third one this way, because you can't really get this through there without really pulling that up and yanking it. So instead of doing that, I just put 2 in one direction, 1 in the next direction. So now I'm going to continue that trend and see how many we can get in there. Hold on. All right, so I was able to squeeze in 45 blades into this guy right here. And 45 knives is pretty heavy. Handles are holding up, wiggling it, doing all kinds of stuff like that. Nothing's moving around in there. So far, so good. So the knives I couldn't fit in there. I mean, they're big. So this one, it was stretching the nylon way too much. This one, this Ned Foss blade, is so big and so long that you couldn't put another one. If I was put this one in there, I wouldn't have anything in the other slot. So this one couldn't go in. Outside of that, I couldn't fit the Badlands buoy. That wasn't going in. It's too wide. And I couldn't fit another ADV tactical knife in this one right here, the Pit Boss 2. So these knives couldn't fit. So luckily, Andre DeVillas, when you buy a knife from him, they come with really nice cases. So those 2 cases I don't mind having, and it lets me know what they are. These 2, the only case that these fit in is that bronze shaving case. So it looks like they are going to go back into there. But I'm going to open this thing up and show you how it is. And it has 4 knives. And it's not going to fit the Cold Steel Voyager, the extra large one. So that's what it doesn't fit. But what it does fit, man, I'll tell you what. I got literally in this case is thousands of dollars, which is really, really nice, like the Fort Knox case. So I open it up and you can see a whole bunch right there. The way I have this side lined up is how I started. This was the first side. So you see 2 of them went that way, 1 row went that way, and I was able to get all of them in there. The next ones, the rows are a little different. Instead of 6 pieces, there's only 4. So I've been able to only fit 2 rows of knives. I wish it had 6 in there. It would have been better. This right here is the extra blade for the Devo Growler. So it's just an extra blade in there. But you can see I threw some slippies in and a whole bunch of other stuff. So outside of that, I have this row. And that one fits really, really nicely just like that. And then lastly, I have a bunch of big beauties on this side looking like looking like that. So now in here I'm able to carry 45 EDCs, which means if I know that I'm not going to carry any of the 4 monsters. And you know what's funny is one of the monsters, the Tops CQT Magnum, was able to just squeeze in. I mean, just barely. So was my my D-Bad Pocket Warrior. That one barely fit, but it went in. So that's what I have in here. So now I know if I want to carry any of these 4, I only have to have 4 separate cases. The problem is I'm getting an ADV tactical blade coming in. That's going to be the biggest of them all. It's going to be big. Let me see. What is the blade? I want to see real quick. I think this is only this is a 4-inch blade, and this I think is a 5 maybe. So this is going to be the blade size of the new ADV Tactical, and this is pretty much going to be the same overall size. And when you look at it compared to the 4 Max, which is a monster, you can see how big it is. But the new ADV Tactical, the Crusher that's coming in, this is the size it's going to be, except it's going to be way better. Far, far better. So, got some cool ones. But this little case right here, I'm telling you, man, go to eBay Look it up. Um, it it works. Just look. I'm pretty sure if you just typed in like 66 plus knife case, because that's what it was. Let me get back up. What was it? Knife display case for 66 plus pocket knives. If you type that in on eBay, there's a good chance you're going to find it. Um, it it's going to make life really, really freaking easy. So I like that. All is good. That was definitely a good $33 purchase. I think what I need to do is find out, and I have a couple right here from my man Eddie Machete, guitarist for First Jason. I need to find out, because he made me a couple of these, if this vinyl sticker is going to vinylly stick on the case, because if I can stick this vinyl on there, I mean this little sticker on there, I think that will look pretty boss. Actually, hold on, let's try it. Oh, Eddie Machete, you are the man. How's that for some shiznit? So I got my knife case all done up, thanks to Eddie Machete. It is that vinyl. He told me that vinyl will stick to pretty much anything, and it was tough. It kept wanting to peel up, and I kept pressing down, pressing down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little heat gun to it, and I'm just gonna make sure it's on there real good. But it's on there real good. I just want to make it on there real better. And if anybody's wondering what that knife is, it's the D-Bad Little Big Man. How cool is that, man? So so that's it. This case, Elemental made. Nice job on the sheath. This case is This case is fantastic. It does the job exactly as it should. Can it hold 66 plus knives? If you have a bunch of really small knives, it probably can. But for regular knives, no. 45 is a pretty good number to get in there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm stoked. This worked out. I can always end up getting another case and trying to figure out a way to get some of the big knives in there, or see if they sell cases that have bigger slots for jumbo knives. Anyway about it. Winner chicken dinner. I really like this. This is good. Check it out. I am Donnie all day. Until next video.